Hey guys, Grifton here, and with Phase 2 coming out in a couple weeks, I wanted to give you guys a quick idea of what kind of consumes I'll be carrying, what my bag is going to be full of, so you have an idea of what you should be carrying as a bear. This is not a you need these things. This is more of a this is what I'm carrying to give you an idea of what you might want to think about carrying. So let me open up my bag really quick. So first, obviously on the top is all my gear. This is my frost resist set, my DPS set, a couple extra random pieces for my tanking set. And then, yeah, my tank set. So right now I'm wearing my DPS set. Let me switch over. So there we go. Now my DPS set, my tank set, all the good stuff. I also have drums up here. I only have a 10 charge left. I'm hoping to use this before. I do have a full stack ready to go. Drums are not expensive anymore, so I have no problem grabbing these. But yeah, I do have drums. I have Adamantite Waystone, which is great because it persists through death. Now, right now, I tank with my my Earth Warden and then DPS with my Terrestrian Stranglestaff, just because of the way I do the my defense cap. I might switch to Terrestrians because I'm considering just using Elixir of Iron Skin. I'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, so I do have to carry a bunch of these just because I'll be putting them on two different weapons. My fishing pole, useful for Lurker below. You have to summon him. You summon him by fishing him. And then, yeah, now we'll go into regular consumes. Now this is a little bit overkill. I have 3 stacks of these. I should probably get rid of one of them. You just don't need 3 stacks. And then you've got my haste potions. I usually only use these in cat form, but I'm going to start using them in bear form just because it's like a nice free trinket you can pop to give you an extra boost of damage. I currently don't use a ton of these just because they're kind of expensive for the use. But I do use them on like snap threat pulls and stuff like that. But that's about the only time I use it because I don't like shifting out of form when I don't absolutely have to. I get a little nervous when that happens because I have been caught out of form before. And this is one of those ones where it's like, do you have to? Nah, not really. But they are very useful, especially for snap threat. Then I've got my mana pots and my health pots. Now, if you have been saving up the TK raid, you can actually use the other ones, so you don't have to waste your time using these ones, which are really cheap, so I don't really worry about it. But there's like TK specific ones, so you can look into that. And then we've got free action potions. These are just, I can't think of a use for them honestly in SSC. Sorry, that guy's doing gemming and it's annoying me. I can't think of a use for them in either one of those currently in my head. But I carry them no matter what at all times, just in case you just need a free action potion. Then I've got Elixir of Major Defense, Elixir of Major Agility, Elixir of Iron Skin, and Gift of Arthas. Now I normally run Major Agility and Gift of Arthas, but for fights like Hydros is... I don't think this is beneficial enough for Hydros. And because I'm wearing a lot of frost gear, I'd rather put a little more threat pieces on, and this Iron Skin allows me to dip into more threat gear and wear less defense gear. So I'm considering wearing this for that. That's why I'm carrying it. Also, because I want to start wearing my Stranglestaff more often, this is a good cheat to get into not having to wear as much defense gear. Not recommended for everyone, it's just something I'm trying out. I also have Flask of Fortification and Flask of Relentless Assault. Now, I still think Flask of Fortification is kind of garbage, but I do have them on me. The reason I'm carrying them, which I normally don't do, is for the first week of SSC, I anticipate us doing a full 4 hours and wiping a ton. I don't want to burn through all my consumes so rapidly over a week, so instead I am thinking about just popping a flask. So 2 flasks for 4 hours is a lot better than, whatever I end up using for these. We wiped a lot in the PTR, like a lot. Even with my guild, even with random pugs, you just wipe on stuff. Or even if you don't wipe, you die, you get killed. I've died as a tank, I've died as a DPS, I've seen healers die randomly. Like, you just end up dying a ton. So flasks might be the way to go because they persist through death. Now, for my scrolls, I'm running 20 agility, 20 strength, and it's supposed to be 15, but I picked one up when I was fishing, so 16 protection, but it's gonna be 15 because I'll just use this some random time or throw it in the bank. But yeah, so like I don't use protection all the time. That sounds weird. I don't use the scroll of protection all the time. I only use it during a boss fight if I know he's gonna hit hard. Mainly like Mogrim, no, Tidewalker. I think his name's Morgrim Tidewalker. There you go. I am carrying Purified Dranic Water, but during raid nights, I dump these in the bank and I'll be swapping out with Mage Food. I rarely use either of them, honestly, because I'm in bear form, always being healed, but I do like to have these just in case, so I'm not being, people aren't waiting on me, because I don't like to be low on mana, especially in cat form, obviously. This is too much mudfish. I'm probably only gonna bring 2 stacks. I just have been fishing a lot, so I've been crafting stuff. Same thing with my food, my stamina food. I'm actually probably gonna stick with 2 stacks, just because I want to pop these like candy and not worry about it. I have been running PTR where I get low and I start like hesitating on popping these. I don't want to have to worry about running out. Smoke flares, great for first time in a PTR, or sorry, first time in a raid. In case you're trying to explain to someone where to stand, you could throw a smoke flare and show them this is where it's going to, this is where I want you to go, this is where it's going to be tanked, whatever. A bunch of engineering random stuff. I've got lockpicks, don't need them. Sorry, Sephorium charges. I've got my battle chicken, I've got my turrets, my super sapper charges, my fell iron bombs. Don't need this, but I'm not taking it out. Same thing with like the urn. I just keep them in my bag at all times. Goblin jumper cables. I've never gotten to use these. I'm really hoping one time I'll get to. And then my fish attractor, which goes with my fishing pole, and that's it. I'm not taking this. And I'm probably gonna get rid of this and this. But I just wanted to give you guys an idea of how much stuff I'm going to be carrying, so you can prepare yourself if you plan on, going full on day 1 of September 15th of the SSC and TK. You'll probably end up in SSC, even though I think TK is more fun. Just my opinion. They're both fine. Like SSC is fun, but like TK is just kind of got like a better rhythm to it. The visuals are a little bit better, but whatever. Anyway, I hope this video was at least a little bit helpful to you guys. Feel free to subscribe. It always helps me out. And as always, take care, guys.